right, good morning, everybody. We're going to get started. We've got a couple of presentations this morning and videos, so we want to get going a little bit early and stay on time. Please remember that Mr. Santa Ray over here, he is going to be timekeeper. So just kind of watch him and keep an eye on him so we can keep everybody on track and get you out of here and get you off to work or a day off if you are fortunate enough to have one today. So it's a beautiful day out there. So first of all, I want to welcome everybody, and then I would like to, Pastor Jeff Wells is not able to make it this morning, so Pastor Andrew Klook from Faith Christian Family Church will say our opening prayer.
Good morning. Let's pray. Father, we come before you humbly this morning. We thank you for life. We thank you for this community. We thank you for Lapeer and Lapeer County. Lord, each person in this room represents a unique sphere of influence, the people they know and love, and employees and business relationships. Lord, I pray you help us to honor you in all those relationships and be people of integrity, people that set an example, and that our community would benefit from it. We thank you for all these things in Jesus' name. Bless our time together. Amen.
Quickly, I do want to do a couple of announcements. Some of you who attended our first food truck festival this past Monday, Mother Nature she came around. We ended up with a sunny evening, although chilly and breezy, but we had a great turnout. So our food truck festivals are underway, and the next one is June 10th. Then we have July 8th, and then obviously the festival in August, and so then we jump to September. So having a great response again this year. Entertainment under the pavilion, car cruises up on Nepessing streets. It's just a wonderful community event all the way around. So we hope that you guys will come out and join us and bring some friends and bring your family and so on. Lapeer Days Festival planning obviously is underway. So Friday night main stage, we have Colt Ford, who is our headliner. Opening for him is Craig Wayne Boyd, who was season 7 winner of The Voice. And then Candlebox is the headliner right now on Saturday night, and we will have another national level opening as well for Candlebox. So, and we are fundraising for the annual fireworks show. It will be shot at Roland Warner, and it will be on the actual holiday, on July 4th. Plenty of parking around the area. People park even at Kohl's, Meyer, Roland Warner campus, CFI, and all around that surrounding area, and obviously out front here at the Mott campus. So we're fundraising for both of those events. There's information in your bags and emails and such that go out. We can't do it without the community support, so we hope that all of you will consider that and give us a hand with that. And want to thank our major sponsor, Lapeer Days View Newspaper Group, DTE Energy Foundation, McLaren Lapeer Region. They are now sponsoring the West Stage, so it will now be called the McLaren Lapeer Region West Stage. Optimus will be doing some different things this year, so we'll be live streaming some of the main stage national entertainment into the beer tent. Something new that we're doing with the Optimus and so on. So we've got a few changes and new things coming up, so we'll hope everybody will come on out and join us. And if you are a downtown business during the festival, if you don't have a booth, you do have like 8 feet out in front of your business to put up a table or hand out information or those kinds of things. So we hope that folks will get involved and come on out and help keep this tradition going. For those of you who don't know, it was founded in 1902, the longest running free festival in Michigan. So something to be proud of. So those are just my few little event announcements. And then we do have some new members, and I know we have 2 of them here. Stanley Steamer, Shannon Gross. Shannon, just introduce yourself. And then we have GST Michigan Works, Derek Chisholm. Derek is over here. Other new members, T-Mobile, Holiday Inn Express, new manager Elizabeth Moore, real nice lady. CNC Jobs, Melissa Moore, and Kona Ice of Lapeer County is now a member. And that name might sound familiar because they also are a vendor at the Lapeer Days Festival. So our next speaker is Ashley Sanders from Region 6 PTAC, Procurement Technical Assistance Center, and she's going to talk a little bit about procurement for government-type contracts, and it's not just, there's a wide range of businesses that can access those types of things. So I am going to have Ashley take over.
All right. So before I begin, I just want you all to know that I am very interactive. So if I ask you questions, I'm looking for you to respond in some way, whether it be raise your hand or actually shout out an answer. I'm looking for some type of crowd participation. I am not stuck up here. I will come over there and ask you to your face. Just letting you know. So my name is Ashley Sanders, and I work with the Region 6 PTAC. And so I know that in school, none of us wanted to hear pop quiz, but I'm gonna bring us back, and we're gonna do a pop quiz this morning. So my first question is, how many of you guys have actually heard about the organization PTAC? By show of hands. Well, look at that, 2. I'm actually surprised. Usually when I say the word PTAC, they're like, what is that? And I'm like, I didn't know either when I first heard it. It's actually standing for Procurement Technical Assistance Center. Imagine being taken back to a dark room having to say that 5 times. Yeah, didn't really work out. But so what we do is we basically assist businesses with government contracting. And before I get into that, I still have more questions. So my next question is, when you hear the phrase government contracting, how many of us are intimidated? Show of hands. I am, honestly. When I first applied for the job, I heard government contract, and I said, whoa, that is not for me. I don't think I should do this. And then they explained it a bit more, and then I was like, okay, maybe I can get my groove on. So I'm glad to know that some of you have heard of government contracting. I guess my next question would be, if there was a way to get some additional funds or bring in some more revenue, would you go after it? Show of hands. Let's be honest. Okay, come on. Everybody wants more money. For the people that didn't raise their hands, I don't believe you. I think we all want some type of more money. So basically what PTAC does is we assist you in trying to go after those different opportunities to actually bring in more money. So I do have slides, but I'll be honest, they're just here for you to see, not necessarily for me to talk about. So this first slide just basically tells you that all that we do is offered for free because we are funded by the DLA and we are funded by the MEDC. So anything that deals with PTAC is free. If you hear me say, give me $5, that's a lie. I'll never say it because everything that we do is literally free. This slide is just letting you know that the government does buy things. In 2018, they purchased over 560 billion items, whether it was goods, services. This slide is literally just showing you the government buys. The biggest thing is knowing what does the government buy. Usually when people hear government contracting, they may think of just contracts dealing with construction. It's not just about that. I know many businesses where I personally was very shocked, like, the government buys that? For instance, they buy pre-services. Who knew? There are so many opportunities out there that the government buys that many people aren't aware of. And so that's my job, to help you not only become aware of the opportunities, but also to assist you in that process if you're interested in going after contracts. This slide, again, is just backing up the slide before, just telling you that there is money that is being spent. So the government has a range that they have to go by. And basically, to break this down, they have a total amount of a goal that they have to spend when they're doing work with small businesses. Now, the purpose of PTAC, before I even get into this slide, the purpose of PTAC is basically there are all of these large businesses that are winning the contracts, right? So what the government decided to do was create this organization to help small businesses be able to compete, because without us, basically their ability to compete wouldn't be that high. So it's kind of like you have this tutor that's coming in to give you all the cheat codes so that you'll be able to compete as well alongside with the large businesses. So this is just a representation of the goals that they have to do. So again, the government has to buy stuff. They have to, and they have a goal that they have to meet. So by seeing this slide, it should help you see that there is there is not only work out there, but they have to reach a certain goal. They can't just do all work with large primes. They have to meet a goal with doing work with small businesses. This is my favorite part. So when you first become a PTAC client, and again, because it's free, we don't ask anything of you, no payments. The only thing that we ask is we have a commitment form that you would sign. You don't have to sign your life away over to us. We are not the devil asking you for everything. All it is just literally a form telling us your information, telling us your business name. If you have a Duns and Bradstreet number, if you don't know what that is, we'll help you figure that out. Just literally a little bit about the company. So then once you come on to the team, because once you become a client, in our minds, we are now teammates. It's not just us doing a service for you. We become partners in crime or partners in government contracting, whichever one. So what we like to do is we like to evaluate and do research. We like to do research in the government marketplace, see what opportunities are out there. Like I said, there are plenty of opportunities out there. We just have to see if the opportunities fit what you do. So I had a person come in who is interested in advertising. Now, if she asked me before I got the job, is advertisement something that they buy? I probably would have told her no. But then I conducted some research, and I found out that the government looks for advertising. They look for all types of communication. They look for marketing. They look for photography. There are multiple services that they look for. And with the government, to make us not be so intimidated, the government is on 3 levels. It's on a local level, so there are opportunities that come out locally. And then there's a state level. There are opportunities that are produced just statewide. And then there's the federal. The federal is where you can get a little intimidated. Just saying, that's just that place I like to keep over there. But there are different ranges that you can do. So if you're a small business and it's only just you, I would say maybe let's keep it locally, see what type of opportunities are out there just for the local aspect. If you're a company who has all these employees and you know that you can handle the big jobs, okay, well, let's go tackle some federal work. So the point of this slide is just to tell you that we like to do research. We like to evaluate where your company is. We like to evaluate who is your competition. And even if you don't know your competition, we are like the research fanatics. We will find your competition. We'll find whoever's competing against you unless you have a specific product or service that no one else offers. So we'll do the research to see who's buying what you're selling. That way we know not only how to market to them, we also assist with helping you market to them, but not only how to market to them, but also how to assist you with getting in the door. We also create opportunities for you to get in the door. I know I like to talk fast, so if I need to slow down, guys, just let me know. This is just a slide pointing at the research sites that we typically like to use. And then this slide is just about registering. So when it comes to government contracting, there are so many different sites that you need to get registered for. Specifically for federal work, there are it's kind of like a lot of loopholes you have to go through before you can actually get to the contract. So what we do is we prepare you and make sure all of the sites that you need to be registered on, which are all free, every site that you have to be registered on or any way that you have to be compliant with the government, we make sure that that is all taken care of. We cover from A to Z. We make sure that you are compliant in any way. So if you're going into federal contracts, System of Awards Management would be a site that you would become very familiar with. I won't get deep into it because that could be just a nice little hole in itself we might get stuck in. I only have like 20 minutes, so if we go down that road, I'll be here for a long time. And then understanding the role of your competition. I really like to go in and see who's your competitor because some of us don't know that our competitors are actually doing government contracts. The best thing about knowing who your competition is not only knowing who they're selling to, but also knowing how you have an advantage on them. What we like to do is find out what makes you different from those other businesses. And usually when I ask my clients, hey, what's your differentiator? They say, I don't know. And I say, what do you say that you do, only you do? In each business, any business owner will say this field. They'll say, oh, we're the only person that offers this in America. We're the only person that specializes in this. That's what makes you different. And so what we like to do is highlight that one trait. Whatever it is, maybe it's delivery, maybe it's a certain product or service. Whatever it is, we like to highlight that very thing so then you can begin to stand out in the government contracting world. And then finding opportunities. We make the process so easy for you. We actually have a system that is called bid match. And with our bid match system, basically all that we do is we take keywords that you guys do that describes your services, and we'll put it into our system, and the system will literally pull from from different websites, and then it'll send you an email on a daily basis. And all you have to do is click the button. If you don't click the button, that's on you. But we make it so easy for you to be able to get the opportunities. You don't have to seek after them. You don't have to go and look on Google, which I did when I first got the job. Looking on Google, looking for all these different opportunities. You don't have to, because our system literally sends you out everything that you need to know. The only thing with that is when you receive the opportunity, let's say that you haven't been into government contracts, you don't know how to read a contract, you don't know how to respond to a contract. All of those steps will be taken. Well, that's interesting. Plot twist. How many of us are still woke? I feel like my energy is up here and like everybody else is like down here. I'm trying to get you guys ready for the day, okay? We have this grand day that we have to go and live, okay? I need you guys a little bit more excited. Looking at these faces, I know government contract is not that interesting, but I'm trying here. No, just kidding. So with our opportunities, I'm just set that down. With our opportunities, like I said, we help you find all of the opportunities that you can go after, and then we train you. That's the best part. We train you on how to actually go after it. If you don't know what type of pricing to give to the government, we train you on that. There are different sites that we can do research on to find what was awarded in the past, and then it gives you an idea of what to offer to the government going forward. Do I need a certification? So with the government, one way to help you stand out, especially in the federal area, not necessarily on the local spectrum. On the federal area, what makes you stand out is who you are as a business owner. Whether you are a minority, whether you are a woman, whether you are a veteran, it's something about you about your character that helps you stand out. And again, the federal government has these goals they have to be able to reach. So they have these things called set-asides. They literally set bids aside for certain business owners. So if you're a woman on small business, then you can go after certain set-asides. If you're a veteran or 8A or any of these things, if you don't know what these things are, that's okay. We'll explain when you become a client and you come hang out with me for a little bit. But basically, they have a goal of different social economic backgrounds that they have to do work with. So if you are one of the following, then that puts you at more of an advantage to other business owners because they specifically set aside contracts for those opportunities. And then this is just our contact page. So again, we specialize in all things government contracting. And then I like to tell people that if there is something that you want to know, you have a question about that I might not know the answer to, I'm all about honesty. And so if I don't know the answer, I'm going to let you know right away, I don't know. But I always promise to get back to you. If I don't know the answer, there's somebody either in our office that does, or there's somebody, Google, who knows the answer, and I can try to find it for you. Another thing that I like to tell clients is that when you get into government contracting, this is not an overnight process. You don't just get in and get a contract. That is not how this happens. You literally have to get in and be trained. You have to understand how the government thinks, which is complicated, but we can try. But you have to get in, you have to be able to get registered on these different sites. You have to make sure your business is compliant. It's steps that we have to take. And then once we get to the contract, how do I read the contract? How do I respond to the contract? You have to make sure you understand the government contracting world. And then once you get that, which honestly takes about 3 months to just grab this information, 3 to 6 months, depending on how much you come see me. But once you begin to understand the process, then you can start going after these contracts. And then one thing I hold dear to my heart is I'm not a quitter. Now, I pray I don't offend anybody, but when it comes to clients and PTAC, I go hard for my clients, and I expect the same in return. If you do not like to work hard, which I doubt any of you would fall under that category because you're all business owners, but if you do not like to work hard, do not come see me because I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you because I want something to happen for you. I'm not just here to just meet with you. Every time we meet, I like to strategize. I have literally a plan. We as I told you, we're partners in crime. So we develop a plan, and then each meeting is focused on living out that plan. I don't want to waste anybody's time. I don't want you to waste my time. So when you come in, if this door does not open, that just means we need to pursue another one. I believe that even if this route doesn't work, let's say the bid match, us sending you contracts, let's say that doesn't work. That doesn't mean quit. It just means look for the next door. And so I tell my clients all the time, I'm fighting for you, and whatever it is that I can do to assist you with making money or just building your company. For instance, we have clients that may not have received a contract, but they received a connection that led to more money. So in my opinion, that was a success. I'm looking for any way that when you come in the door and work with PTAC, I want you to leave out the door saying, hey, she helped me with this. She helped me with, whether it's small, big, large, tall, I personally don't care what it is. I just want you to know that I'm here to help, and that's basically our PTAC spiel. And I hope that I didn't take too much time. I thank you guys for listening. And if you are interested in learning more about PTAC, I do have business cards. If you have any questions, feel free to go ahead. Oh, yeah, I can send it to you if you would like. Yeah. So go ahead. Yeah, the government has a certain limit. So if you have over 500, so basically it falls under NAICS codes, which are codes that describe your services or your product. And if you fall under a certain NAICS code, it'll determine whether it's the employees that are too much or the revenue that's too much. And they have like a chart that explains exactly. So whatever NAICS code you fall under. Oh, no. As long as you identify as a small business, we'll help you. Mm-hmm.
It could be local, state government in our area, or say it's Lansing, or it could
Yes.
be on a federal level where it's even bigger countrywide.
Yeah. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll go and just look at local stuff. Like I'll go on Lansing Procurement. This is a secret right here I'll share with you. In case you want to see about the different opportunities around you, 3 minutes left. Let me go really quick. In case you want to see the opportunities that are around you, you can literally go to Google and type in whatever state or city that you're in, type in procurement. And then once you do that, it'll lead you to their site where the contracts are at. So for instance, Flint. I go Flint purchasing or Flint procurement, and then I'm able to find the different opportunities that are being put out for Flint.
What's the average length of engagement in a company?
It depends on you. Because after you get the contract, that doesn't mean our job is over. After you get the contract, you may need assistance with invoices, or you may need assistance with getting other contracts. So it depends on how long the client wants to remain. I have 2 minutes left. So with that being said, I'm going to dance back to my chair and just say, if you want to talk to me, feel free to come by the table.
Great information. Thank you, Ashley. Appreciate you being here. Okay, so our first sponsor, Antoinette Kachunian. She told me to say it with a sneeze, so I got it right. Antoinette, come on up. She is from Epiphany Consulting.
Everybody can hear me okay? Ashley, you really set the bar high for me, so I will do my best. I thought that actually the best way to do this would be to start with a demonstration, and I know that we're probably not going to see that on camera, so I actually want everybody to stand up for me. If you have any equilibrium balance issues, please just hold on to the back of a chair. But my name's Antoinette Kachunian. I own Epiphany Consulting, and basically what that is energy healing and nutritional consulting. The energy healing's hard to explain to people, so I thought we're going to try demonstrating it today. So everybody's standing, try to be a little bit distant away from each other so you don't kind of interfere with each other's energies. I want you to close your eyes, and just please everybody close your eyes. And first I want you to think about something that was really sad in your life, just sad, horrendous. Just let yourself relax, but think about this thought and just kind of pay attention to what your body might do if it just kind of moves in any direction. Something that you went through. We all go through some terrible things in life. Do you happen to be noticing if your body just seems to be moving backwards at all in any way? Or is everybody standing really still? Okay, erase that thought from your head. Now try thinking of something really positive and happy and joyful that happened in your life once upon a time, or hopefully on a regular basis. And you might notice, some of you may notice that your body has a tendency to sway forward. Did anybody notice any kind of change whatsoever? If you want to raise your hand. Nobody? Okay. Thank you. You can go ahead and have a seat. Basically, with energy healing, emotions and feelings and thoughts are energy. Just like what you were thinking can create a physical response in your body, what you're thinking, what you're feeling can be put out there, and other people perceive it, other people can relate to it. And I think I need to watch the timing guy. There we go, 1 minute left. Thank you. And my job basically is to help you find those trapped negative energies that are holding you back and preventing you from moving forward in your line of work. I've been getting reports from many of my clients. They come back with many positive changes that has happened in their life. But how I can relate it to the business community is people notice a change in their relationships that they have with people in their own inner circle, with their coworkers, with their boss, with their employees. So I just want to ask you, what kind of relationship are you having with your employees, with your coworkers, with your boss? Could it be better? Could it be improved upon? And that's the hard part, is looking at yourself. How can I change? How can I make this relationship better? What in me do I need to get rid of or clear out so I can have a better relationship with the people in my workplace? And I guess I got to say goodbye because the timer told me to. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Antoinette. Okay, our next sponsor, Emily Caswell from View Newspaper Group.
Good morning. I'm here to talk about 2 events that are coming up that we'd love to see you all at, and there's information in your bags. First up is RoboCon, our annual robotics festival, free event, all ages, super fun, July 20th, CFI, 10 to 4 p.m. Tons of hands-on STEM activities, plus a robotics competition featuring teams from all over the Midwest. So can't miss event. Really, bring the whole family. It's free. It's awesome. And proceeds benefit Lapeer County Robotics. Okay. Second is a brand new event, Christmas in July, and I'm happy to have Emily here from CAC. This event benefits the Child Advocacy Center of Lapeer County. So basically what we're doing is we're taking the best parts of the winter holiday and moving it to warmer weather. So I think we can agree that's a good idea. So we'll transform the Metamora Golf and Country Club into a Christmas wonderland. We want people to dress festive, think red and green, your favorite holiday movie character, like I really hope to see a Cousin Eddie there, hint, hint. This event is for adults only, 21 and up. We'll have food and festive drinks like frozen spiked hot chocolate, so lots to look forward to. Tickets are $40. You can get them from me now, and they will be available in the coming weeks at various locations, so watch the paper for that list. And again, we're so excited to be part of this event and partner with CAC. There are sponsorships available still for both of these events. It's a great way to get your brand out there. As you know, we run tons of ads in all of our newspapers for our events, so we'd love to have you participate in that way too. You can see me for more details on that, and I hope to see you guys on July 20th and July 25th. Thank you.
Thanks, Emily. Well, that sounds like fun. I could get into some spiced hot chocolate. It would be good. Okay, so our member focus this month, Cheryl Holland, Habitat for Humanity of Lapeer and Tuscola County, and she has a video that she is going to show us about one of their most recent clients and some of the things that Habitat did to restore the quality of life for this individual.
Habitat International has started an initiative where they are serving veterans all across our country. And I think that that's very, very important to help and be a part of that for the men and women who have helped all of us.
We're
here to serve a veteran of Tuscola County, Marjorie Harper, who came to us in need of a roof. And when we did our due diligence and went out to visit her, we found that her roof was in her living room floor, and the snow and ice were inside of the house, and we were skating across the floor.
I contacted Habitat because I thought maybe you could just help me with the roof, maybe a well, and then just fix the house up that I have, and I would be okay with it.
So Marjorie came to us for a roof, and we knew right away that she needed a house. She was living in a travel trailer right next to the house, and she was without electricity, water, heat, bathroom facilities. It was really living rough.
It started getting, so it was leaking more and more, and I'd put more plastic up on the ceiling, but it finally got to the point because the attic had blown insulation in it, which absorbed the water and made it heavy. And there's no drywall, so when the ceiling started falling in, that's when it really got to where I just couldn't stay in it.
We're building for veterans who are in an age demographic where we are hoping to have them age in place in their home. We're building a home that is energy efficient, that is very, very functional for someone to live out their lives in and be comfortable and safe. Building the Veterans Cottages here in Lapeer County has been just an amazing experience. We have so many people that have decided to join forces with us and partner with us, various agencies and groups, and that makes it a lot of fun. It makes it a new and exciting experience, and the Veterans Cottages are something that so many people can really embrace the whole concept of that and really get behind that whole program.
I cannot speak more eloquently than that. If you can search your heart and find a way you can help us fix that, please see me. We have a fundraiser in 3 weeks. If you can do nothing else, come take us.
Thank you, Cheryl. As I recall, there was a story about this lady and her situation in the local paper some time back. And when I saw this video, I knew right away and I recognized it. And I thought, wow, what, I mean, and you just can't even begin to comprehend until you see this video. And then for those of us who have not been in that situation, it makes you understand and realize. And I was a volunteer for Habitat years and years ago. And what I learned first, when I first started volunteering, it's not a handout. It's a hand up, and it's important, the work that they do. So we hope that you'll be able to go to their event and help support them. Okay, so next is Kelly Myers from Lapeer County ISD, and she's going to talk to us here for a minute or so.
Thank you. In your bags, you have a flyer. Looks just like this. Gives some information on our BEST program, which stands for Business-Based Employment Skills Training. So this is kind of perfect on the heels of our presentation earlier from Teamwork. What we do at the ISD is start that initiative for school-age children. We service students through the age of 26. For our 16 to 26-year-olds, we have programs that work on business, work employment skills at an early age. We partner with over 40 businesses in the, excuse me, in the community currently. So we're always looking for more of those partnerships. But also today I wanted to let you know, we also are always looking for in-house jobs. We have students who are younger or may not be ready to be out in the community yet. We can do things like fill the bags that are on your table. We partner with Stone Soup. They bring in food for their food pantry, and we package it. Our students package it. We've folded pizza boxes for companies, parts assembly for manufacturing companies. So anything that you can think of. All those little tasks, folding shirts, things like that. So if you have jobs like that, there's contact information on here. Please let us know. Anything in-house, on-site, or things that we could bring into our building. We're always looking for. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Our next nonprofit, Susanna Juskevich. Did I get it? I've been practicing. From Lapeer County ISD.
Thank you. I am so used to Susanna Jackowitz that when I hear somebody say Susanna Juskevich, it's like, yay! That is how the name is said. And you know what? I don't blame anybody for saying my name wrong either. Okay, I am with Great Start Collaborative, and I am their plan manager, and we have several things coming up. Great Start is part of the ISD, and the focus of Great Start is to provide resources and support services for families of preschool children. We have the Great Start Family Fun Day. It's our 25th Family Fun Day and my third year coordinating it. The first year that I did it, we had over 1,000 people come through, so I am here to invite you to be a vendor. Being a vendor, if you're a nonprofit, you pay nothing. If you are a for-profit, you pay $20, and you have an opportunity to come out and see 400, 500, 600 parents face-to-face and tell them about the services that you can provide to their family or their children if that's the business that you're in. So I think that's a great bang for your buck. What we ask you to do is make sure you have an activity at your booth so that kids do something fun, because we have a bounce house. We have all kinds of crafts and games that vendors bring out. We have the police department come out, the sheriff's department, they bring their SWAT vehicle. I know it's not called SWAT, but kids love going through it. We have the fire department, EMS, a whole slew of things for kids to do. So I'd like to invite you to come out on June 26th. It's from 10 to 2, rain or shine. The only thing that would deter us would be thunder. So it's a great opportunity. In addition to that, this is the flyer, so if you need more information on how to sign up, please give me a call or email me. The other thing that we have is on June 4th, we are providing through Great Start, and everything here is free, understanding postpartum depression and how to feel better. That was one of the issues that came up in our work group, and we decided that we would provide that opportunity for people to come out and learn about it. And that's not just if you're a mom or if you're expecting a baby, because what happens is you have a baby, it's supposed to be a happy occasion. So you're not feeling quite right, and you don't even understand that maybe you're depressed, and you have nobody to talk to about it, or you feel maybe ashamed to talk about it because you're supposed to be happy right now. It's a problem. So this is for anyone interested in finding out more information about that, to help identify, to figure out what to do if somebody's going through that. And then last but not least, I have pens and pads, and this is First Steps for Families, and this is also through Great Start Collaborative, and there's a number there. It's if you are interested in any kind of service or connection in the community, maybe you're a mom and you want a play group, maybe your child is your first child and you're not sure should he be speaking by now, or maybe you really realize that there is something going on with your baby that's not quite right and you need some assistance. You call that number or you text the number that's on the card there, and you will get to a clearinghouse where a person will actually help you figure out what services are available in your community and get you to those services, and all of those services are free as well. So thank you very much, and I hope that you avail yourself of some of these opportunities, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Susanna. Okay, my buddy, Mr. Glenn Ream. He's going to come up here and he's going to remind you about the Memorial Day Parade that's coming up, and that's, next Monday, isn't it? Yeah. Holy cow, a week, yeah, it's going to be it's right around the corner.
Okay, Memorial Weekend. We start out with Saturday. All the veterans groups get together. We do a thing. We start at Rave C's. We go to the I-69 rest area and honor the Congressional Medal of Honor recipient. Then we go to Stonegate, Devonshire, Suncrest, and the villages and do a ceremony there. So if any of you have people that you know at one of these facilities, please feel free to join us. And if you want, Wes will at some point in time probably help us out and publish this in the newspaper. And just so you all know, the View newspaper group has joined us in the co-hosting department this year, thanks to what they do in Lapeer County in supporting all the different veteran services that go on here. So welcome, View newspaper group. I also have a schedule here, Memorial Day services. Monday, we will be visiting the cemeteries. It worked real good last year. And so if you're interested in having family or people that are in any of these cemeteries, the timing has worked out real good. Just maybe think that you should get there just a little early in case we get early. And my week will start out the 23rd of this month. I was contacted by Lynch Elementary School. The children there would like to do a Memorial Day type service, and they requested a color guard, which I stopped by there yesterday and informed them that we will have some people there for that ceremony. She said, the lady I talked to said they got a bagpiper and someone's going to sing Amazing Grace, so it should be a very interesting ceremony. So with that said, at 8:22, the door prize 50-50 drawing, I think I missed it.
Okay, let me read a couple of these. I want to read these. Okay, so members of American Legion Post 16 and the VFW, they are going to be going to the following cemeteries. So like Glenn said, if you have loved ones in these areas and you want to be there, they're going to leave the American Legion Post at 7:30 a.m. and it'll be Mount Loretta, Green Corners, Dawn Memorial, Stiles, Mount Hope, and then the Nepessing Street Bridge for the wreath that will be dedicated to the Navy veterans. And then at 11 a.m., now this is on Monday the 27th, on Memorial Day, then the parade will begin at 11 a.m., and then it will, there will be the Veterans Park ceremony and program at 11:30, and Veterans Park is right across from Immaculate Conception. Their ceremony schedule at noon at Ray C's, and then they'll be at the I-69 rest area, then Stonegate, Suncrest, and the villages. So if you have, like Glenn said, family members who are at any of these facilities who reside there, you're certainly welcome to go there and be there. And
just one more thing, the Lapeer High School band, who takes part in this weekend, they will provide a couple of trumpeters that will travel with us when we do our cemeteries. They will also trumpet at the bridge and towards the closing ceremony. I've been working with this band director for many years now, and he's done a great job. And so just a shout out for Lapeer Lightning School.